Nigeria and Ghana are possibly the richest in West Africa in terms of natural resources. Norway is one of the richest countries in the world. In this video, I want to discuss what Nigeria and Ghana can learn from Norway about how to manage resources. Norway has the largest sovereign wealth fund in the world with some $1.4 trillion in assets under management. That is $244,000 for every man, woman, and child in this country of just 5.4 million people. With the amount of natural resources in Ghana and Nigeria, it is difficult to fathom why we are not where we should be in terms of economic growth and quality of living. If there's a country to learn from as regards how to manage resources, Norway is an exemplar of how to manage resources. Ghana and Nigeria, with the amount of resources they are blessed with, the quality of life of people living in this country should be higher than it is currently. Let's use Norway as a case study and see what Nigeria and Ghana can learn from Norway. You can contribute to this video by leaving a comment and share your thoughts on this topic. So why do Nigeria and Ghana need to learn from Norway's success? Norway is the 6th happiest country on earth according to United Nations World Happiest Report, thanks in part to its well-funded welfare, education, and health system, making it not just one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but also one of the happiest. Nigeria and Ghana have something similar to Norway. They all have abundance of natural resources. It isn't Norway's income from oil that has contributed to Norway's wealth. Instead, what the Scandinavian country has done with the income. This is the one factor that makes the difference in how rich a country can become. There is a massive difference in the GDP per capita of Norway in comparison to Ghana and Nigeria. In my opinion, what makes the difference is how the resources are managed in West Africa. Please stay with me because I will be showing you how Norway manages their resources, and perhaps Nigeria and Ghana can learn from this. The level of criminal activities going on in West Africa is extraordinary. In Nigeria, for example, about 80% of the crude oil extracted from Nigeria cannot be accounted for. To me, that is unthinkable. Oil theft is common in oil producing countries, but the amount of theft in Nigeria is just too much. There has been records of oil theft in Ghana as well. Let's have a look at Norway as an example of how to manage money generated from natural resources. Norway is undeniable one of the richest countries on earth. It has a high quality of living with high level of human development. For a long time, Norway has been known for being the place with the highest living standards, and its rich economy is one of the major reasons. It is fueled by oil and gas export, which not only makes it extremely efficient and stable, but also helps it to be one of the richest countries. Oil and gas are not the only resources in Norway. It also has one of the largest reserves of seafood, hydropower, timber, minerals, and fresh water. Norway invests the surplus from the revenue generated from their oil in income generating assets. They invest the money in the world financial market. Just have a look at this timeline. In 1969, they discovered oil in the North Sea. To put this in perspective, oil was discovered in Nigeria in 1956, which means Nigeria discovered oil before Norway. Ghana's petroleum industry is young. It started formally around 2010. In 1990, the Parliament of Norway adopted the Government Pension Fund Act, and in 1996, the first money transfer to the fund. Today, the value of the fund is valued at over $1 trillion. Since 1998, the fund has generated an annual return of 6.62%. That is a lot of income for the government of Norway every year. Their investment is diversified, which means they invest in about 9,000 companies spread around about 70 countries in the world, including the likes of Apple, Nestle, Microsoft, and Samsung. On average, the fund holds 1.3% of all of the world's listed companies. The Norwegian Oil Fund is one of the world's largest funds. Investments are spread across most markets, countries, and currencies to achieve broad exposure to global growth and value creation and ensure good risk diversification. Most of the fund is invested in equities, which are ownership interest in companies. Another part is invested in bonds, which are a type of loan to governments and companies, and a final slice is invested in real estate and infrastructure for renewable energy. Norway is widely considered to be one of the wealthiest countries in the world. But why is the country so rich, and where does the prosperity come from? Norway was widely thought to be a poor country until the oil and gas were discovered in the North Sea. That actually is not true. However, as compared to the rest of Europe in the 19th century, Norway's wealth was on a par or slightly above average in comparison to their neighbors Sweden and Denmark in the 60s before the discovery of oil. Norway's income was about 10 and 20% less, but now Norway's GDP per capita is between 10 and 20% higher than their two neighbors Denmark and Sweden. While the oil industry of Ghana is young in comparison to Norway's, but there are still vital lessons they can learn from Norway in terms of how the surplus is managed. Nigeria oil industry started around the same period as Norway. Nigeria clearly has not done a good job in using the proceeds of their oil sales to improve the quality of life of Nigerians as Norway has done to their citizens. It is not a secret that the main source of Norway's wealth is oil and gas. What the world popularly regards as black gold has been crucial to the Norwegian economy. Oil has provided an important income to the Norwegian economy, both public and private. Oil provided an entire industry that is very productive. Norway also has a lot of other natural resources which, together with oil, they've used to develop a vibrant economy. As well, they built an educated labor force and a productive public and private sector. Norway has been able to find a way to negotiate good prices in the international market when they import goods to their country. With this, citizens of Norway are able to buy international goods at low prices, and this helps to improve the quality of life of their citizens. The world is looking for greener energy, which means in the future crude oil might not be as relevant as it is currently. Norway's economy will be in for a massive shake-off if demand for oil reduces in the future. This is a vital lesson for Nigeria and Ghana. Their economy needs to be diversified to reduce reliance on oil revenue. The main takeaway of this video is the cleverness of Norway to not just save the oil revenue surplus but invest it. By investing the surplus, the investment can continue to grow and income rolling in constantly for the welfare of their citizens. In a worst scenario, the financial market where the money is invested can crash. But whenever there is a financial crash or recession, the market always bounces back, even if it takes a long time. The West African countries must learn the vital lessons of not squandering the revenue generated from their resources. They should manage the revenue they generate and always seek to improve the quality of life of their citizens. Hope you find this video educational. You can watch my video about lessons Ghana can learn from Malaysia next. Thanks for watching and God bless.